over 100 years. Schools across the island have laid it all on the line for CHAMPS glory.
Try to hold on, they tumble across the line.
Each year, minnows rise against giants, desperate to place their schools on the radar.
Back-to-back victory for Mushet, history at the National Stadium.
Along the way, there have been many challenges.
COVID-19 crisis.
But never do they prevent the stars from shining. And so here we are, ready for one more resilient push for CHAMPS glory. Who will it be?
Excitement in the air. Some of the best under 20 athletes from several parts of the globe over the next 5 days will battle for school and, believe it or not, national pride, and they will do it right here at the National Stadium in Kingston, Jamaica. The ISSA Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Athletics Championships is in focus. It is day number 1. Good morning and welcome. My name is Ricardo Chambers, and it's a pleasure to have you, whether you're watching on TVJ, TVJSN, or OneSpotMedia.com. There's also radio coverage on Fame 95 FM. It is a scorching hot morning at the National Stadium. They say it's 24 degrees Celsius, but ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you it feels like about 32. But it's great to have good weather for good track and field. That's what we're all about, as we've been promised some rain over the next 5 days. And I tell you what, the production team is not happy to hear that we might have rain. But we press on this wonderful morning. It's a cracking first day. There are no finals, but guess what? The prelims are just as important, because if you don't get through qualifying, there's no chance to compete in a final. This is what we have. We'll start at 9 o'clock with the 1500 qualifying races with the girls and boys. No class 1 girls. We'll have around 2 hours of that. We'll also have action in the field. The long jump class 1 boys qualifying, the high jump class 1 girls qualifying, javelin open for girls just after 10 o'clock as well. 400 heats start today as well, 11:05. That's following the 1500s. We have shot put class 2 girls at 11:26. And then more field events. Long jump class 2 girls, long jump class 2 boys, discus class 1 girls, all qualifying. You love the hundreds, you will have about 4 hours of that. And then we will have the 400 hurdles to close the show. We got news late that the 2000 steeplechase for boys will be a straight final, and so we will not have those qualifying races today. What we do have, though, are 2 outstanding individuals as a part of our team. We're talking about Daniel Dowie, who competed here for Titchfield and Wolmer's, and Maurice Wilson, who guided Homewood Technical to 10 girls titles. And he'll probably tell us a story, a very, very good story, about how Homewood Technical won the 10th title in 2013 when, having taken a break, he returned to lead them. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure to have you. How are you doing? How excited are you to be at CHAMPS?
Very excited, Ricardo, to be at CHAMPS. It's day 1, so we're setting the tone, and I'm looking forward to seeing how the big names show up, how the other athletes step up, and I'm looking forward to some CHAMPS fashion as well. I love to see school come out with their
fashion.
Yes, their hairstyles and their school colors, all of it. So I'm looking forward to that.
Well, it was Homewood Technical who made the hairstyles popular. I'll never forget when I just started watching CHAMPS, Anisha McLaughlin and the rest of the group, and Maurice Wilson was the head coach. I wonder if at that time when they started the fashion, Maurice was like, well, I don't know how the world is going to receive this, or were you like, go ahead, girls?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, Daniel.
Good morning
to viewers. The memories are just flowing. It's going to be 5 exciting days of championships. You mentioned about the fashion. I must say that Anisha McLaughlin was the one who changed the face in terms of viewership, because she invented the hairstyles and then it became popular, added the colors, and then the teams also were very, very competitive. When you had Veer Technical, St. Jago High School, Edwin Allen, of course Wilmers, and Homer Technical. And so the competition was great for the viewers. So the viewers were attracted to not only the physical performances, but what transpired in terms of the look and feel and the atmosphere. I know it's going to be very competitive. On the boys' side, when it is very close, Champs gets really, really exciting. On the girls' side, it seems as if Edwin Allen, Heidel won by 11 points last year. A 0 may be added to the total in terms of the total amount of points that will win Champs this year on the girls' side. But I'm looking forward for 5 exciting days of championships.
Yeah, certainly looking forward to it. Let's talk about those tighter races, and we will start with the girls. And I'll start with you, Maurice, because there is a possibility that something significant is going to happen here. There's a certain man called Michael Dyke out of Frankfield who you battled with for so many years, and let's be honest, crushed him for so many years. But now he has the opportunity to surpass you with the most titles as a head coach.
Well, of course, records were meant to be broken. I didn't expect it so quickly. But if there's a worthy person, that would be Michael Dyke. He has been around from 1990. We have been together. We used to sit in the bleachers and wait on the 5,000 meters to score 1 point. And so over the years, we have battled each other. I won, my team and we won 10 titles. He's now on 10, yes, and he's going for the 11th title. It's obvious that he should take this easily, unlike when I took my 10th title.
and when you took your 10th title, Maurice, you were forced out of retirement because you had left Homewood Technical. You were no longer the head coach. They lost that year, 2012 I think it was, and then something happened and you decided you had to come back. What happened?
Well, it's a very interesting story. I got a call, and let me put it in this way, that a box was at the gate of the school, but that box represented an image inside. So we were buried. And I said, no, man, this cannot work. We have to give it one more try. And, I went back for the year. We galvanized the team because it was a team of us. And, the rest is history. Homewood retained the title, and I retired again. But I didn't get a chance to get another title from me being the head coach. But those days were very, very exciting, and we're very, very competitive as coaches and as institutions, and just memorable moments again, Ricky.
Yeah, memorable moments indeed. Daniel, who is going to win it all here at Champs 2026? At the top of the show, we had the feature and we showed so many of the champions down the years. Beautiful pictures, by the way, but it's a new year and it's an opportunity, a new opportunity, another chance for another team to etch their names into Champs history, or a couple of teams to etch their names into Champs history.
I think on the girls' side, the title race is pretty clear. Edwin Allen seems to be the overwhelming favorite. On the boys' side, however, I see a battle between Kingston College and Jamaica College for that top spot, but I do have the Purples having the edge.
On the girls' side, do we count Heidel out at our own peril? We know they've had issues, financial and otherwise. They have not been able to compete as regularly this season as they have in the past. But Corey Bennett is a master tactician, and maybe, just maybe, what Corey wants is for Edwin Allen and the rest of the field to let their guards down, and there is Heidel pouncing like they did a year ago.
Well, I think Michael Dyke is also very experienced, and I think he would also know who Corey Bennett is and what they're capable of in terms of the tactics. But I think based on what I've been seeing with Heidel, they've been very much hidden most of the season, not competing as much. So we really can't give a full assessment of where they are. But that also means they're, to some degree, under-raced. So I still give Edwin Allen the edge for that reason.
Maurice, some would say under-raced, but maybe fresh.
Fresh as they come. What is critical is that those athletes, those standard bearers for Heidel, turn up. If they turn up and start to put the pressure on, then the Champs can be a little bit different. I still think Edwin Allen will win because they are strong in all classes, apart from maybe class 2, where you have other teams coming in. So it's not a situation in which we know athletes who are standard bearers, but they have not performed for Heidel. I doubt the team has the depth. Last year, they won by 11 points. And so in terms of the cushioning coming into this year, I am not sure if they have it. But again, Champs, I can recall Edwin Allen was supposed to win by 100 points one year. Went on to the Saturday, and it was a different ball game. But I think the depth of the Edwin Allen team is going to be very hard to defeat.
Yeah, I think so as well, and everybody agrees that on the boys' side it's going to be a great battle. Most feel it will be Kingston College and Jamaica College, with Calabar some way behind. We're going to be taking our first break here on our coverage of the ISSA Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Championships. It's day number 1. Ricardo Chambers hanging out with Daniel Dowie and Maurice Wilson. When we return, we'll be taking a closer look at a few of the athletes we expect to do well, especially in this morning session. Stay with us.
Samuel Query, number
Back at the National Stadium in Kingston, Jamaica, it's day number 1 of the ISSA Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Athletics Championships. You can watch us live on TVJ, TVJSN and OneSpotMedia.com, and we also have radio coverage on Fame 95 FM. I'm hanging out with Maurice Wilson and Daniel Dowie as we get ready for the first event, the 1500 meters for Class 3 girls. One of the big names on the girls' side this year is an athlete who has never won a Champs gold medal, but she has been in terrific form and could even challenge the Class 2 girls 800 record. Let's learn about KevonGaye Fowler.
Hi, my name is KevonGaye Fowler and I am a member of the Edwin Allen track team. My events are the 800 meters and the 1500 meters. An athlete that inspires me is Roshana Dwyer. She was a past student at the Edwin Allen High School and she basically did the same event as me. The persons I want to make proud are my parents because they've been inspiring me throughout this whole thing, and yeah, I really want to make them proud. Both my sister and my mother, they show up at every track meet. They've been cheering for me throughout every meet, and yeah, they are very supportive. Well, last Saturday, the season best that I ran, I did not expect it.
So most times she would have gone in as the clear favorite, but something would have interrupted the whole proceeding, and she ended up sometime without a medal. But she would move on like to the curved and a week or two after that and do very well. So we realized that there was something with CHAMPS as it relates to her, you know. So I know this time around it has been fixed, and she will definitely be one of the most outstanding athletes at CHAMPS 2026. I can assure you.
The hurricane affected me mentally because I thought I wasn't going to be able to train or go to school again or even compete at the championship. So yeah, it affected me mentally. For CHAMPS 2026, you can expect both goals in the 800 meter and 1500 meter this year.
What a season KevonGaye Fowler has been having. As I said before, she's never won a Champs gold medal. She's won Carifta gold medals though. But once again, she comes in as a favorite. It's not the first time, and she's a favorite at both 800 and 1500 meters. Quickly, Maurice Wilson, when you have an athlete like this with the obvious talent, she's done the work, she's performed in season, but there is that thing where she hasn't been able to get over the line at this event. What would you be saying to her coming into these championships?
Well, first of all, she's ahead of the field. She has run 2:07, she has run 4:39, and so she's a cut above the rest. The good thing, the event is a middle distance event, so she can make mistakes and recover. What is critical though is that she doesn't get tied up in a bundle, and there are no accidents. So once she maintains what she has been doing all season, stick to the coaching plan of our coach, because there's Reynolds from Alfonso Davis that can give some amount of competition. Then, of course, she should emerge this year with 2 double gold medals.
All right, well, let's see how that one will go. Daniel, will she break the 800 record quickly?
I'm going to leave it, no.
Right, Danielle doesn't think she'll break the 800 record. Well, Maurice Wilson and Danielle Dowie will have to make the trek upstairs. They're fit enough to do it, and they will join Spencer Darlington, who is ready to take you through the first set of 1,500 races, starting with the Class 3 girls. Good morning to you, Spencer.
Thank you very much, Ricardo. Good morning to you, and good morning to all our viewers and listeners in Jamaica and around the globe. We are getting ready for the first event, as Ricardo said, on the track at the 2026 ISSA Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls.